This is a Landmine Stir the Pot. So I'm in a landmine setup, and I'm going to bring this to about chest height, maybe a touch forward lean with the body. Squeeze the glutes, engage the abdomen, and from there, imagine that I'm stirring some big weird witch's cauldron or something. Nice and slow and controlled, coming around. And then I would go the other way. So this is going to work arms, shoulder blades, hopefully the core and abdomen, and maybe even some of the hip stabilizers. A couple keys. One is slow and controlled. If I go really fast, my low back wants to work. So I'm trying to do this motion without any movement at the lower back. So as the weight comes to the side, I'm not turning. There's some other exercises where we might turn. On this one, we're trying to stay everything facing straight forward. If you couldn't see my arms, it would look like I'm not doing a whole lot. I can make it a bit easier by going feet wider and or making smaller circles. Wider feet gives me a bigger base of support. Smaller circles doesn't extend it as far for my core to stabilize. Harder would be feet together, bigger circles, or heavier. So feet together and a big circle coming around. My body really wants to turn, and so I'm really stabilizing as I come around. Finally, one cue on the shoulders. So as we come around, we don't want the elbow to flare out and shoulder to shrug up. It's kind of an uncontrolled internal rotation elevation movement into the neck, maybe from the shoulder. And so the position I want as I'm holding here is elbows drawing together. I don't need to squeeze my shoulders back because I want my shoulder blades to be fluid, but elbows together will prevent that uncontrolled motion up to the neck. So I'm going to be here, I'm going to draw my elbows together. And I don't need to get them touching, but I want maybe just 3 to 4 inches between the elbows. And as I come around, we're going to get a little more separation, but I'm trying to draw them together throughout. And then I'll go the other way. So it can be a great core motion, but emphasize working slow and controlled and kind of feeling the different pieces, abdomen, glutes, elbows together. And you can play with your stance, the size of the stirs, so to speak, and then as well as the weight, all different ways to make it easier, harder, so that way you feel it working in the right places and we don't have a lot of uncontrolled motion, particularly at the lower back.